Today, we're going to explore real cases of people who disappeared without a trace. No answers, no closure, just mystery. Case 1. This is the story of Lars Mittank. In 2014, Lars, a 28-year-old German man, traveled to Bulgaria with friends for a vacation. Everything seemed normal. They spent their days enjoying the beach, relaxing, and having a good time. But things started to change on the last night of the trip. Lars got into a conflict at a bar. Reports suggest it may have been over football, a disagreement with a group of locals. Later that night, something happened. Lars suffered an ear injury. It wasn't clear exactly how, but it was serious enough for him to visit a doctor. His friends decided to return home without him, while Lars stayed behind to recover and catch a later flight. At first, nothing seemed too unusual. He checked into a cheap hotel near the airport. He spoke with his mother on the phone. But during that call, something felt off. Lars told her he didn't feel safe. He said he believed people were following him. He sounded paranoid, scared. His mother tried to calm him down. Maybe it was stress, maybe confusion. But what happened next made everything worse. The next day, Lars arrived at the airport. Security cameras captured his behavior. At first, he appeared calm. He waited, walked around. But then, something changed. Inside the airport, Lars suddenly became anxious. He was seen arguing with a doctor at the medical office. Moments later, he stood up, looked around, and ran. Not walking, not rushing, running as fast as he could. He dropped all of his belongings behind. His phone, his wallet, everything. Then, he sprinted out of the airport, through a door, into an open field, and then into a nearby forest. That was the last time anyone ever saw him. No one chased him. No one followed him on camera. He simply disappeared. Search teams were sent out. They combed the area. Used dogs, drones. Nothing. No body. No trace. No evidence of what happened after he entered the forest. Over the years, many theories have emerged. Some believe Lars was suffering from paranoia, possibly caused by his head injury. Others think he may have been genuinely afraid of something or someone. There are even theories that he encountered danger after running into the forest. But none of them explain everything. Why did he run like that? What did he see? What made him leave everything behind? Even more disturbing, there has never been a confirmed sighting of Lars since that day. It's as if he vanished the moment he crossed into that forest. His family continues to search for answers, hoping that one day the truth will be revealed. But after all these years, the mystery remains, because sometimes people don't just disappear. Sometimes they're gone without a trace, and no one ever finds out why. Case 2. This is the story of Brandon Swanson. In 2008, Brandon was a 19-year-old college student in Minnesota. It was a normal night. He had been at a small gathering with friends. Nothing unusual. No signs that anything was wrong. Around midnight, Brandon decided to drive home. It was a route he had taken before. Familiar, safe, but that night, something changed. While driving, Brandon accidentally veered off the road and ended up in a ditch. The car wasn't badly damaged. He wasn't injured, but he couldn't get the car out. So he did what anyone would do. He called his parents. He explained what happened and told them where he thought he was. His parents immediately got in the car to come find him. They stayed on the phone with him the entire time, trying to guide him, trying to locate him in the dark. Brandon decided not to wait inside the car. Instead, he started walking. He believed he was close to a nearby town. He told his parents he could see lights in the distance. As he walked, he described the surroundings: gravel roads, fields, nothing but darkness around him. His parents kept asking questions, trying to match what he was seeing with the map. But something wasn't adding up. They couldn't find him. At one point, Brandon said he was near a fence. Then he mentioned crossing it. Still walking, still talking. Everything seemed normal, until suddenly everything changed. While still on the phone, Brandon said 2 words: "Oh shit." And then silence. The call ended. His parents tried calling him back. Again and again, no answer. They rushed to the area where they thought he was, calling his name, searching in the dark, but there was nothing, no sign of him anywhere. The next morning, search teams were called in. They found Brandon's car miles away from where he believed he was, which meant one thing. He was completely disoriented. Search crews spent days looking for him. Helicopters, dogs, volunteers. They searched fields, rivers, and nearby areas, but they found nothing. No footprints leading anywhere. No signs of a struggle. No evidence of what happened after that phone call. It was as if he vanished mid-step. Over time, theories began to form. Some believe Brandon may have fallen into a hidden ditch or river in the dark. Others think he became lost and succumbed to the environment. But none of these explanations fully answer the question. If that's what happened, why was nothing ever found? No body, no belongings, nothing. Just two final words. Oh shit. Words that still haunt this case to this day. Because whatever Brandon saw in that moment, it was the last thing he ever said. And whatever happened next, no one has ever been able to explain. Some disappearances leave clues. This one left almost nothing. Just a phone call, a dark road, and a mystery that remains unsolved. Case 3. This is the story of Maura Murray. In 2004, Maura was a 21-year-old college student. From the outside, her life seemed normal. But in the days leading up to her disappearance, something felt off. She emailed her professors, saying she would be away for a week due to a family emergency. But there was no emergency. She packed some belongings, withdrew money, and left. No one knew exactly where she was going. Hours later, Maura was driving through a quiet road in New Hampshire. Then she crashed her car. A local resident saw the accident and approached her. He offered to call the police, but Maura refused. She insisted she had already called for help, which wasn't true. A few minutes later, police arrived, but Maura was gone, completely gone. There were no footprints leading far into the woods, no signs of a struggle, no evidence of another vehicle, just her abandoned car. Some of her belongings were still inside, others were missing, which only made things more confusing. Search teams quickly arrived. They used dogs to track her scent, but it only led a short distance and then disappeared, as if she had simply vanished. Over the years, countless theories have emerged. Some believe she ran into the woods and got lost. Others think she may have been picked up by someone passing by. There are even theories that she planned to disappear, start a new life, but none of these explanations have ever been proven. No confirmed sightings, no solid evidence, no answers, just questions. What happened in those few minutes between the crash and the police arriving? Why did she refuse help? And how does someone disappear so completely in such a short amount of time? Her case remains one of the most famous unsolved disappearances in the United States, because despite years of searching, Maura Murray was never found. 3 people, 3 disappearances, no answers. Each of them was living a normal life, until one moment changed everything. And maybe the most disturbing part is this: none of them expected it. There was no warning, no sign, just silence after. So the question is, how many people have disappeared without us ever understanding why? And more importantly, could something like this happen to anyone? Or is there something deeper behind these cases? Something we still don't see?